Hello， 大家好，歡迎大家嚟到 NEOSTRATA 同埋星島同埋 eliteGen 合辦嘅 NEOSTRATA 春季護膚講座互動嘅講座班嚟嘅喎。嗱，今日咧好高興嘅，首先咧喺度咧，大家一齊迎接咗虎年嘅嚟臨啦，所以咧喺度同大家講聲恭喜發財，希望大家身體健康啦。嗱，咁其實咧喺踏入呢個虎年同埋春天嘅時間咧，Angela 喺護膚裏面咧就發覺有一個嘅 key point 咧，今日好想同大家分享嘅。嗱，由於咧，譬如冬季嘅時候，我哋好着重係一啲嘅皮膚夠唔夠濕潤啊，會唔會乾燥啊，有啲幼紋啊，嗰一樣嘢咧就對我嚟講咧係一個好大嘅作用，令到自己嘅皮膚靚啲。但係入到春天嘅時候咧，我反而覺得乾燥已經唔係一個重點，而反而係一啲嘅顏色均唔均勻咧。因為咧春天嘅時候，多數咧會開始着翻一啲比較有春天氣息嘅衫啊。咁如果你話皮膚開始覺得呢度有啲斑，嗰度有啲唔係好均勻顏色咧，無論你化妝咧要擺好多 concealer 好啦，或者點樣去化極咧，都覺得個妝唔靚嘅。咁所以咧今日就好好彩嘅，因為咧我就請咗 NEOSTRATA 嘅專人啦 Patricia， 其實同大家見面過噶啦。同大家分析一下點樣利用 NEOSTRATA 嘅護膚品可以幫大家解決一啲膚色嘅色彩唔均勻嘅問題嘅。咁好喺度咧，首先歡迎Patrick 先，Patricia 先。Pat，nice to see you. I just had a greeting with the audience and telling them that for the discoloration of the skin, it's my major concern when we go to springtime. Because it's hard to put makeup on, and get our skin even colored. So you can help us on this, right, Pat?
I can absolutely help you on that. And thanks for having me on the show today. Lovely to be with you. You know, as we head into spring, I think it's a huge concern for most of us to try to get gorgeous, uniform skin. And so that's what we'll be working on today.
Right. So do you want to just remind some of maybe there's some new audience today that NEOSTRATA, I know that it's over 40 years history. So during these whole years, what do you do to improve on helping people getting their skin to the best condition that they have?
Absolutely. You know, one of the things that with NEOSTRATA, and I love that you pointed out, we have over 40 years experience in the medical world with NEOSTRATA and skincare. Everything we do with NEOSTRATA, we're very deep in clinical studies. We're a full dermatologist grade, and we know people want results. I mean, that's the best part. People want results. And so for us, you know, we do not only clinical studies behind what we do, but also huge self-assessments to know how people are liking it, how fast they're seeing results, and no photoshopping, Angela, which I know you and I have talked about. Everything nowadays is filters, and people want to see the real results. So that's what NEOSTRATA is all about. Constantly we're innovating and working on new ways to get real great solutions for the skincare problems that we have today. And I think one of the nicest things that I love to point out to our clients with NEOSTRATA is that, you know, we have really potent and stable ingredients. So you get what you pay for. You're going to get a great ingredient or a multitude of ingredients that work on targeted action. So that gets kind of exciting.
Okay, let me just do a quick translation. 嗱，今日咧好高興啦，請到 NEOSTRATA 嘅代表啦，同埋專人咧Patricia 咧，同大家解釋一下啦。其實 NEOSTRATA 呢個牌子咧已經超過咗40年嘅歷史㗎啦。咁佢做好多一啲嘅臨床實驗啊，或者 even 有一啲用者咧，其實都會有一啲之前之後嘅比較咧，俾佢哋做一啲嘅研究啊，點樣可以再更加提高一些佢哋嘅研究啦，點樣可以令到啲 skin 啊，或者我哋嘅皮膚可以更加好嘅效果嘅。咁其實咧，我哋有一樣嘢咧講好笑嘅，成日都話嗱，我哋咧就會影咗張相之前之後咧，但係全部咧我哋都唔會用呢個 Photoshop 嘅，即係唔係話 P 圖咗之後見到嘅效果係真實嘅效果嚟嘅。咁所以佢哋好着重咧，一啲人用咗嘅心得係點啦，或者嘅效果係點啦，而繼續去進步研究嘅。咁所以咧喺今日嚟講咧，我頭先同大家講過啦，我哋咧會鑽研喺點樣可以令到啲皮膚啊有啲色素嘅變啊，有啲黑斑啊或者唔同嘅變色嘅問題咧， 阿 Pat 就會同大家解釋一下咧，點樣可以利用 NEOSTRATA 嘅產品咧去幫助大家個。So Pat, let's start with why discoloration happens because different ages have that. It's not when you get old then you have the discoloration, but I think some young people or different age people have different kinds of discoloration. Let you explain a little bit.
Yeah, for sure, and I appreciate that offering. And sometimes just on one face, we can be experiencing different styles of discoloration. So let's start with the first one. Some people will experience what's called melasma. And melasma is where you get a surge of hormones, and therefore you're left with some discoloration. So that can be somebody using oral prescription for something. That can be menopause, pregnancy masking. So that's the first one, would be people have had a hormonal shift and they're left with pigmentation behind. The second one is what we call solar lentigens. And, we give them different names, but this is where we've had UV damage to the skin. We call them age spots, liver spots, sunspots. It's all because we've had damage from the external aggressors to the skin. So I think that's something, for every year we walk the planet, we have more of that. And then lastly, we can get what's called post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. And that's where maybe it's trauma or injury to the skin. So you've had a blemish, the blemish goes away, but you're left with that pesky spot left behind. Or you've scratched your skin, you were really dry and flaky, and now you've left a mark behind. So there's 3 different styles, and some of us are dealing with all 3 things at once.
Okay, let me do a little translation now. 所以咧，其實係一個色澤變得有啲唔均勻咧，喺皮膚上邊咧有3大嘅原因嘅。嗱，第一個咧，有時咧可能咧要食一啲嘅藥物令到我哋嘅荷爾蒙有所變化咧，就會有一啲嘅黑斑出現嘅。咁呢一樣嘢咧就係關於我哋嘅荷爾蒙多啲嘅。而第二個因素咧就係通常我哋大家都知㗎啦，如果曬得太陽光或者喺出邊咧有一啲 UV damage 咧，都會令到有啲色斑嘅出現嘅。而第3大類咧就係一啲嘅可能我哋 physically 整損嗰啲皮膚或者我哋有啲暗瘡或者有啲咩我哋刮損咗嗰啲咧都會留喺一啲嘅斑或者一啲嘅痕跡喺啲皮膚上邊嘅。咁唔使怕㗎喎，其實有啲人咧可能會有1樣啦、2樣，但係有時3樣都會出現嘅。唔使驚，阿 Pat 就會教大家點樣可以去利用 NEOSTRATA 嘅產品咧，可以幫到呢種嘅唔同嘅 discoloration 嘅問題出現嘅。So Pat, explain the 3 causes of discoloration. Let's see. You can explain how NEOSTRATA, what components in there that can help us to do this and manage this discoloration problem.
Absolutely. One of the things that NEOSTRATA offers that I think is really interesting is where we always want to protect or block what is causing discoloration. And we also want to target the discoloration itself. But NEOSTRATA offers something that's very unique, and that is our background, our history of renewal. NEOSTRATA, we are the pioneers of alpha hydroxy acids and polyhydroxy acids for exfoliation. But we also have signature ingredients such as neoglucosamine. Now, neoglucosamine is a non-acid sugar, but when you put it on the skin, I always say it's like that all-inclusive ingredient. You get beautiful, gentle exfoliation, but you also get alleviation of discoloration. So, with NEOSTRATA, we want to block and protect your skin from getting more discoloration. We want to target using ingredients such as neoglucosamine to get to the root of the problem, but we want to always be renewing. And that is where you can really level the playing field. So you can get at that solution versus just ticking the surface. So it makes it great.
嗱，其實喺 NEOSTRATA 裏面咧，大家都知道咧，有幾個 terms 咧係成日都見到嘅。佢嘅 ingredient 咧有一個叫做 AHA、PHA， 呢個係重心嚟嘅。但係咧，其實除咗呢樣嘢之外咧，佢哋有一個叫做 neoglucosamine。咁其實呢3隻 ingredient 咧，佢嘅作用咧就係因為頭先阿 Pat 咧都解釋過，除咗話我哋要阻止呢啲 discoloration 嘅 cause 發生之餘咧，佢亦都同時間咧想將我哋嘅 skin 咧去 renew即係話可以等佢重生或者將個細胞再變成一啲新嘅 fresh 啲嘅話咧，就可以同時間咧令到呢個色澤咧更加均勻喎。咁不如等阿 Pat 咧介紹一下邊一樣嘢去做啲乜嘢嘅時候咧，可以幫到大家啦。 So Pat, I basically introduce about or explain to them about blocking the cause and renewing our skin. So maybe we can go to a little further depth on what we can do on different products, right?
Absolutely. We're going to go to our Enlightened Collection within NEOSTRATA. And this is a collection of products that if you're struggling with discoloration, dark spots, if your skin tone is looking all mottly or murky, you're losing the radiance, your skin's just looking tired and dull, this is the collection that you'd want to go to. And there's no time better, Angela, than as we're, you know, excited about a new year, is to get that skin all uniform and glorious looking. So we'll go to Enlightened.
嗱，其實咧最主要咧，大家想知道咧，就係對於 discoloration 嘅處理咧，就係用呢個 Enlightened 系列嘅。咁 Enlightened 系列咧，佢最主要咧就係令到我哋嘅皮膚咧，去有翻一種光澤啊。因為其實咧好多時除咗話唔係淨係黑斑嘅問題啦，如果你見到咧有時你見到某一個人你就話，咦你今日神采飛揚喎，好似好有光芒咁啊。其實嗰個光咧，嗰個你俾人嘅光亮感覺咧，已經係令到人哋覺得咧你個皮膚咧係靚嘅。同埋咧，有時咧，你會調翻轉咁講啦。你見到個朋友，咦，可能佢唔係太多黑斑，但係你見到有種暗淡嘅感覺咧，就好似覺得，咦，點解你個皮膚咁攰嘅？點解你個人咁攰嘅？咁所以咧，用咗 Enlighten 之後咧，佢會幫你令到你個皮膚有翻個光亮同埋光澤嘅感覺嘅喎。So Pat, should we go through different product at different time, and then we can explain how we can apply it?
Absolutely. We're going to start with basically a 3-piece regimen, because I know everybody always likes to know, how do we put it together?
Yes.
So let's start at the beginning. Let's start with the cleansing. And our Ultra Brightening Cleanser, and I know I pick up, always with the lighting, I pick up a bit of sheen, but I know it's on the screen. Look at when you're using a cleanser, the thing with NEOSTRATA is all of our cleansers are soap free. So we're never going to leave that skin dry or tight. This cleanser as well is oil free. So it doesn't matter what your skin type, we're not going to add any oils to the skin. Now the Ultra Brightening Cleanser, what's so great about it, it's got 6%, which is not a small amount. 6% is a big amount of that gorgeous neoglucosamine. So as I cleanse morning and night, I'm going to slough away any dead skin cells nice and gently, but I'm going to boost radiance at the same time. And so it's a gorgeous, you and I were talking the other day, it's a beautiful pearlescent cleanser. You know, it's just this lovely jelly. Oh, it's just lovely on and easy to use. And when you use it, you see the pop of radiance, and you'll just rinse it off 2 times a day, morning and night.
Yes, I can see that because I use that too.
Yeah, I knew that's one of your favorites.
Yeah. 首先同大家就介紹咧，當然係我哋第一個程序要做咧，就係一個洗面嘅程序啦。嗱，好多時咧又點樣去揀一個啱自己嘅洗面奶咧？咁 NEOSTRATA 呢一個 Enlightened 嘅 Brightening Cleansing Cream 咧，其實佢主要嘅好處咧就係第一，佢係 soap free， 即係話冇番梘嘅成分啦。另外一個咧就係 oil free。嗱，其實番梘嘅成分嘅洗面奶咧，一般會令到個皮膚咧比較乾啲嘅。而一啲 oil free 咧，有時咧就係話，如果真係有啲油潤啲嘅皮膚啊，油性嘅皮膚，再用啲 oil free 咧，就可能太過油性啦。咁所以喺 NEOSTRATA 呢一隻嘅 cleanser 裏面咧，佢又冇番梘成分，又冇 oil free， 所以咧其實你無論係邊一種嘅 skin type 咧 ，skin type 都可以用嘅。咁除此之外咧，就頭先同大家講過嘅 neoglucosamine 咧，就係一個
mouthful for sure.
就係 because I have to translate between English and Chinese.
I don't even know how you do it. I just nod.
所以喺呢一隻 neoglucosamine 入邊咧，我哋咧呢一隻嘅 cleanser 咧係有成6% 咁多嘅 ，which is 係比較高嘅。咁佢嘅作用咧，主要係頭先講過啦，除咗話要清理一啲死咗嘅細胞啊，或者 block 咗佢唔會再有一啲色斑啊或者壞嘅皮膚嘅細胞咧，就要將你嘅皮膚繼續再更新。咁所以呢個6% 嘅 neoglucosamine 咧，就幫你入邊嘅皮膚嘅細胞咧去重生啊，即係 renew 我哋再令到佢更加一種再重現翻佢嘅光彩嘅感覺。咁所以咧用咗呢隻 cleanser， 其實唔好諗住洗面咧，就係一個好簡單嘅程序。做咗呢樣嘢之後，你除咗可以洗晒你啲死皮之外咧，亦都可以令到你嘅 skin 重生嘅話咧，所以洗完面你已經覺得自己嘅皮膚咧 ，after 再 rinse 翻啲清水咧，已經有種靚嘅感覺啦。Compared to 未洗面咧，已經有一種好大嘅分別咯。 Okay, so we have finished with the step of cleansing. Now we have to apply something to boost it up, right?
Absolutely. And this is in the time that we go towards a serum. And I want everybody to think of a serum as a little piece of lingerie. It goes underneath your moisturizer. And when we use a serum, especially when you're struggling with discoloration, we're going to use what's called an illuminating serum. And an illuminating serum, it's very multi-action in its brightening effects. So you're going to tuck this on, you're going to cleanse the face first, then we're going to apply the serum and just avoid the direct eye area. Now, what's so beautiful about this, you can see it's got not only the 6% neoglucosamine, but it's got another really favorite ingredient called niacinamide, which is vitamin B3. And niacinamide is not only gorgeous for brightening and for radiance in the skin, but niacinamide is also good if you've got enlarged pores for that overall uniformity of the skin. And on top of it, it's oil-free. So don't be concerned if you're a little bit oilier about using a serum because it's fully oil-free. You just tuck it on under your moisturizer day and night, and it already goes to town working on those dark spots.
One more question. Usually, how much do you apply each time for the whole face?
Yeah, well, you know, Angela, my answer is always the same. Depends how big your face is. Because the lovely thing about the NEOSTRATA pumps is that you always have control over how much you want to use. You're not going to get a big sploosh where you're stuck with too much.
Right.
So I usually work off the back of my hand. I would use about that much, and I would tap it on. So forehead, chin, cheeks, and nose, 5 little spots. So you don't need a lot. Think of NEOSTRATA like a veil. Only what covers your skin is doing any use. It's not like the old days, you know, where you used to put on a lot. You don't need to. Just cover the surface and you're good to go. Yeah.
OK， 嗱咁用完咗呢個洗面奶將個皮膚清潔咗之後咧，當然咧就係用呢啲嘅精華素啦，呢個都係一個好簡單嘅 step 嚟嘅。嗱咁其實精華素咧，阿 Pat 咧就好笑嘅，佢會同大家解釋咧，就係你覺得咧呢個係一個好似我哋着咗一個內衣褲好靚嘅 lingerie， 着咗個內衣褲之後先將靚嘅嘢擺面啊，咁即係呢個係一個比喻啦。咁其實喺呢一隻嘅 serum 裏面咧，其實佢頭先我哋講過嘅 neoglucosamine 咧，呢一個嘅 serum 都有嘅，亦都有 6% 咁多。但係除咗呢一個嘅ingredient 之外咧，佢亦都有一個嘅就係 niacinamide， 呢個咧就係 vitamin B3 嚟嘅。咁呢個咧就可以幫助到佢更加有光澤嘅感覺嘅，可以將啲細胞令到佢比較光澤啦。咁所以話除咗可以 renew 佢之後咧，亦都打翻啲光澤落去嘅。嗱，咁喺呢隻 serum 裏面咧，佢最主要咧見到個名就知啦 ，illuminating， 即係話俾翻好多光彩俾你哋啦。咁但係咧，唯有一樣嘢咧就唔使擔心嘅，就係佢都係 oil free 嘅。咁所以咧，有時有啲朋友咧，一啲比較油性啲嘅皮膚就好怕喎，唔敢搽啲太過勁啊，或者太過好似覺得好立嘅嘢喺個面度。所以呢一隻嘅精華素咧，唔使擔心嘅，係可以用喺啲油性皮膚上邊嘅。嗱，頭先咧我都問咗阿 Pat 咧，好多時因為我哋搽啲嘅護膚品上面，究竟我要搽幾多咧？係咪要越多越好咧？咁我頭先就問咗佢啦。嗱，其實好多人咧有一個錯誤嘅諗法，就係覺得我擺多啲落去，佢咪吸收多啲咯。但係其實唔需要㗎。嗱，喺呢一隻精華素嚟講咧，第一你佢個噴咧，佢每次有一個圈仔咁樣噴咗佢出嚟啦。咁但係咧，你用嗰陣時咧，你通常就 apply 喺5點啦，額頭啦、下巴呢度啦、兩個面啦同埋鼻哥。咁你就點咗幾點之後咧，你自己覺得因為每個人嘅面嘅大細都唔同啦，咁所以你點咗之後咧，咁就塗勻咗自己嘅面嘅時候 cover 晒就已經 OK 啊。不過搽精華素嘅時候咧，就要小心啲，就唔好搽喺眼嘅周圍附近，因為嗰邊嗰啲 area 嘅時候嘅地方咧，都係會比較可能個皮膚嘅depth 冇咁深咧，會比較敏感啲嘅。所以搽精華素嘅時候，除非係用翻眼嘅精華素，但係呢一隻嘅 Illuminating Serum 咧，盡量避免唔好搽眼嘅 area， 淨係搽喺面嘅部分。咁apply咗之後咧，就好似保護咗個底層先，咁跟住我哋再加其他嘅護膚品上去啦。So Pat, let's move forward after we apply the serum. What's next?
Well, then we're going to move on to the brightening complex. And the brightening complex is your moisturizer. But I love that they call it a complex because indeed it is. So you can use this day and night. it not only has the gorgeous neoglucosamine in it, but it has an entire high-intensity cocktail of ingredients, both with retinol, brightening plant extracts, an incredible antioxidant that comes from turmeric that works on lightening, and it also has vitamin C built right in. So this is your moisturizer, and you're going to use it day and night, Angela, over top of that illuminating serum.
So you're testing me about the ingredients now, eh?
You darn right I am.
咁搽完呢啲精華素之後咧，通常我哋可以簡單啲講，我哋會搽個 cream 喺上邊嘅。咁跟住呢個 product 咧就係 Enlightened 嘅 Brightening Complex。點解佢會叫做 complex 咧？個原因係除咗會有呢一個嘅 neoglucosamine 之外咧，佢有一種 mixture 咗好多唔同嘅 ingredient 喺入邊啊。Pat 就想考我啦，咁可以同大家講下咧，其實佢有 retinol 啦，有一個 brightening 嘅 plant extract 咧，有一個 stabilize 咗嘅維他命 C， 同埋一個 antioxidant 喺個 turmeric 入邊嘅嗰個 content 就叫做 turmeric 嘅。咁其實 antioxidant 大家都知道啦，係一啲比較可以幫到大家去抗老啊，即係抵抗衰老嘅一個 ingredient 嚟嘅。所以點解呢一隻嘅 cream 咧係叫做 complex？ 因為佢加咗好多唔同嘅分量，除咗話可以頭先我哋所講嘅俾翻啲光澤自己嘅皮膚之餘咧，亦都可以做咗好多唔同啊抗衰老啊，或者做一啲嘅去死皮啊，大家有好多個 concept 加埋一齊咧，就可以發揮到佢嘅作用啦。所以搽咗呢個精華素之後，再搽咗呢個 complex 咧，就可以更加令到個皮膚咧出翻一啲嘅光亮啊嘅感覺嘅。So Pat, let's start with go with the next one. We have all these three that lined up that we can see some of the results already.
This is
right?
it. Let's put it all together, Angela, because I think everybody, you know, when you take products home, you want to make sure you use them in the right order.
Yes.
And this is the beautiful thing. I want you to see when you use this 3-piece regimen together, take a look at these before and after pictures, because they're over the top glorious when you see the evenness and the uniformity of the skin tone. When you see, you know, results like this, you can see it's an overall improvement, not just in the lightening and the brightening, but, you know, the skin looks so much, it's less dull, it's much more radiant. So that's the 3 pieces together. The other thing I wanted to mention, I was looking this up last night, but in self-assessments, just after 4 weeks, 100% of participants, 100%, not 89, not, you know, 92, 100% of participants noticed their skin lighter and brighter. So not only do we have the clinical data behind it, but also how much people love it when they put the 3 pieces together.
So it's after 4 weeks that you had this self-assessment.
After 4 weeks, which it's fast, and you can see the clinicals. We look at clinicals after a 16-week mark, but you can see the outstanding differences.
OK 嗱，頭先阿 Pat 同大家講過啦，重溫翻我哋啱啱講咗呢3個 product。第一，當然我哋要清潔好我哋嘅皮膚啦，所以就用呢個 cleanser。第二，我哋要用嘅精華素啦，可以擺咗喺底下，做咗一個保護膜先。跟住咧，我哋就會 apply 我哋嘅 complex cream。咁所以用咗呢3個嘅產品之後咧，見到咧大家熒光幕上邊嗰個 slide 咧，就係一個用家自己用咗16個星期之後嘅分別啦。好明顯咧，其實嗱啲斑一定未必100% 清除，但係好明顯見到就係嗰個皮膚嘅光亮度係好咗好多嘅。除咗話佢比較均勻啲之外咧，我哋又唔可以淨係話覺得佢白淨咗，但係咧係最緊要嗰個光亮嘅感覺。同埋個均勻程度咧係好咗嘅。咁頭先咧佢加咗一個嘅重點俾我啦，就係話佢其實有 NEOSTRATA 好多時咧都會叫一啲嘅用者咧做翻一啲嘅 self assessment， 即係自己去睇下究竟個效果用成點。咁佢話有一個咧就係用咗其實差唔多100% 去做呢啲 self assessment， 即係話即係每一個去用咗呢個產品之後咧，大概4個禮拜都同樣咧係贊成話自己個皮膚咧係靚咗嘅，即係均勻咗同埋好咗嘅。咁所以咧，大家咧都見到好多時我哋去用一啲護膚品咧，當然你會可能覺得，我自己啲皮膚可能同人哋唔同咧，但係我哋都係會攞一個好大圍嘅數字，因為如果100% 咧都覺得自己有幫助嘅話咧，呢個可信程度都非常之高啊。而 NEOSTRATA 咧係一個品牌咧，好相信呢啲去攞翻一啲用家嘅 feedback， 去做翻一啲好準確嘅 data 咧，去慢慢就繼續 improve 自己嘅科技嘅。所以咧呢一個咧 3個嘅 complex 用法一啲都唔難，但係用咗之後咧就好明顯咧，可以將自己嘅肌膚咧可以變翻一種光亮啊！唔好成日覺得咦點解你好似有啲暗淡嘅感覺啊，即係比較精神啲、精神爽利啲啊！希望大家咧喺過年嘅時候咧，亦都會有一種精神爽利感覺，先可以開始一個好嘅年啊嘛。So Pat, let's go move forward. We have all these good results using these 3 products. And then another one that we have to concentrate is the coming up eye cream, right?
Darn right. Because whenever we're dealing with uniformity issues that everybody starts talking about, what about if you have dark circles and puffiness around the eyes? And what about just that fatigued look around the eyes? And so we have a beautiful brightening eye cream. And the brightening eye cream not only has the beautiful polyhydroxy acids built in it for smoothing around the eye contour and even on the lid itself, but it also has peptides and algae extracts that work on dark circles, and vitamin C and E, which continue to work on the skin for brightening. The lovely thing about it, Angela, too, is a lot of people right now, because we're wearing our masks, where there's a lot of focus around our eyes, and people are just noticing that their skin, you know, it looks more fatigued, lots of dark circles, lots of lines and wrinkles. So the brightening eye cream is just a great place for our clients to go.
Right. 嗱，好多時咧，朋友都知道啦，我自己就好緊要㗎，即係好多時咧，眼就係靈魂之窗啦。咁尤其是而家呢個比較敏感啲嘅時間啊，好多時我哋會出去面對人嗰時都戴住咗一個口罩咧，咁好多咧人哋就會望住淨係對眼啦。咁如果咧你隻眼咧有啲有紋啊，或者有啲眼袋啊，或者有黑眼圈咧，其實都幾明顯嘅。咁所以咧好多時咧會着重一啲護理咧，就喺眼嘅部分嘅。嗱，咁頭先所講嘅幾樣嘢啦，一啲嘅眼袋啊，或者有紋啊，同埋呢一啲嘅黑眼圈咧，用咗呢一隻嘅 Brightening Eye Cream 咧，亦都係呢個 Enlightened Series 嘅時候，就可以幫助減輕呢3樣嘅damage 落去我哋隻眼嗰度。咁如果你隻眼咧可以冇咗呢一種感覺，就唔會有一種倦意，因為好多時覺得哇，你有個黑眼圈，你好耐冇瞓覺啊，又或者你啲紋咁乾嘅，隻眼完全都唔夠明亮嘅。咁所以咧，利用埋呢一支嘅 Brightening Eye Cream 咧，就可以令到我哋全面啊都有翻一個光亮嘅感覺啊，精神嘅感覺咧，就一定會好好多噶啦。So Pat, we have finished all the 4 major ingredients that can look a lot better with our brightness on the skin, on our face. So what are the recommendations that you can give to the audience today?
Absolutely. Sometimes we have people who are just struggling with a dark spot. It's not all over the face, but they're struggling with whether that's a pregnancy mask, you know, a hormonal mask, or they just have a sunspot, for instance. And that's when we would take them over to our dark spot corrector gel. Our dark spot corrector gel is kind of an exciting product because it's a treatment product. So although you're going to use it on the dark spot till the dark spot goes away, and then you would just continue on using your Enlightened regimen. We're going to remember with the dark spot corrector gel, it's an incredible ingredient load. It has kojic acid in it, which works on lightening the melanin itself, the pigmentation, color staining. But it goes deeper than that because it has 10% of AHA-PHA complex that will do ongoing exfoliation, and even goes further because of one of the ingredients in it, the lactobionic, that helps with the skin for chelation of any trapped metals on the skin that we get that really ramp up that melanin production. So we want to do spot lightening for anybody who they go, oh, what about this spot or that spot? You're going to use it every day, 2 times a day until the spot alleviates. Continue, of course, using your SPF protection, and you would use Enlighten ongoing to keep that skin uniform.
Oh, so since you mentioned about using this dark corrector for light and day, the one that we just mentioned about the 4 different products, we can still use it day and night, right? We don't have to isolate the time.
No, and that's absolutely the 4-piece regimen that we just went through, the, you know, the cleanser, the illuminating serum, brightening complex, and eye. That's an ongoing regimen. So you don't, it's not a treatment. You continue to use it, especially if you know you're prone to discoloration. I've had a lot of sun damage in my past. I wish I didn't, but I did. And so I commonly use the Enlightened Collection for that. But when I get some, you know, real singular areas of dark spotting, then I'll lean into the dark spot corrector gel, clean it up, and continue using my Enlighten ongoing.
嗱，我咧就想用一個得意啲嘅比喻咧，同大家介紹以下呢個 product 啊。嗱，好多時咧，我哋知道自己個面有啲問題，就可能唔夠光亮啊，或者有少少嘅瑕疵啊，有少少嘅 dark spot 啊。咁但係咧，我可以形容咧，而嚟緊呢介紹呢個 product 咧，就可以應付一啲嘅重災區。即係點解咁講咧？有時可能有啲人啊，陀完 BB 之後啊，或者頭先一開始咁講，食咗啲藥咧，令到我哋嘅荷蒙有轉變啦，又或者經過一啲嘅重啲嘅陽光嘅 damage 咧，可能嗰個 dark spot 咧就會比較深啲嘅。頭先都出過一個 sign 咧，就係嗰個深嘅程度咧係比較大塊啲同埋深啲嘅。咁所以咧用咗呢一隻嘅 dark spot corrector 咧，就可以係當佢一個 treatment。嗱，頭先我哋介紹嗰4個 product 咧，就係日常生活要用嘅，即係話洗面啦，用咗呢個精華素啦，跟住搽 cream 同埋眼 cream 咧，呢個係一個似我哋每日做嘅一個 routine。但係呢一個嘅dark spot corrector 咧，就反而係一個重點嘅 treatment 嚟嘅，即係話如果你發覺我有啲部位咧，可能我之前好重手咁擠咗一個暗瘡，個印好深咧，其實你可以用呢一個 corrector 咧去 apply 落去嗰啲位嗰度，朝頭早夜晚都得嘅。咁然之後咧就係做咗之後一段時間，你覺得佢淡咗咧，就可以繼續用翻頭先嗰4個產品咧去 keep 住呢一個嘅光亮嘅感覺嘅。咁所以呢一個咧係一個非常之好用嘅。如果大家某啲情形之下咧係令到自己有啲比較深色咗啲嘅 spot 咧，你可以嘗試 apply 呢個朝頭早同夜晚黑每日一次咧，就希望佢可以幫你減到嗰啲嘅 dark spot。其實佢重點咧，佢個 ingredient 咧係有100% 嘅 kojic acid， 佢係一個比較重啲嘅，可以令到佢 brighten 翻嘅 skin 嘅。嗱，頭先最早期咧都解釋過，其實皮膚有好多個層次嘅。咁呢一個咧，除咗話呢隻 kojic acid 之外，可以表面令到你 brighten 咧，佢亦都有一個 10% 嘅 complex， 係 AHA 同埋 PHA， 呢個係NEOSTRATA 好重點嘅 ingredient 嘅，佢就可以幫到再入去深層啊，將你嗰啲唔係咁好嘅皮膚慢慢 lift up 出嚟，然之後清洗咗佢，跟住再加翻啲 brightening， 就可以慢慢將呢個 dark spot 咧清除咗，之後就用翻 Enlightened 嘅 series 咧去 keep 住翻呢個光澤咧，就可以幫到大家咧就冇咗呢個煩惱啊，唔覺得呢個重災區咧係令到你點樣化妝都唔得啊，又可能我發覺以前咧試過一次咧，我自己撳得太深啲暗瘡咧，可能個印好深咧，哇！我搽好多 concealer 落去咧都遮唔到，即係你因為個皮膚唔夠均勻咧，你又遮唔到嗰種感覺，所以都幾頭痛嘅。不過用咗呢隻嘅 dark spot 咧 corrector 之後咧就可以幫到啦。頭先阿 Pat 亦都同大家講過，佢之前又係因為曬得太陽比較犀利咧，佢都係利用咗呢一隻嘅 dark spot corrector 減輕咗嗰啲好深色嘅 dark spot， 再用翻 Illumination 呢一系列 Enlighten 呢個系列嘅 product 咧，就可以 keep 到佢好光滑嘅皮膚啦。So I emphasize a lot on this dark spot corrector, and then it's like a full treatment that we can treat with some dark spot area, and then we go back to using the routine Enlighten series to keep it as fresh as we can.
Absolutely. And Angela, I should also mention you can do it on backs of hands and any other areas where you struggle with discoloration when it gets a little bit spotty. We've got some nice before and after pictures too that we want to show, because you can see how quick it is. You know, just look at the difference at the 4-week mark and then again at the 8-week mark. So where you've got patchiness or discoloration. And when we go to the next one, you'll see on the cheek area, you can really see that difference built right in. And so that makes a big difference. And so all of these things, you know, if you're struggling with discoloration on the skin, it's great to know that there's help out there. You can turn it around. It's just being dedicated to putting it in place, being religious with it, really sticking to it, and making sure that you're sun protecting every day.
嗱，都俾少少例子大家啦。頭先見到嗰幾個 slide 入邊咧，都係一啲嘅用家啦，用咗4個禮拜同埋8個禮拜。其實喺4個禮拜咧，已經好明顯見到嗰啲 dark spot 咧已經淡化咗好多啦。咁所以呢個係一個非常之好嘅產品。而頭先阿 Pat 亦都講過咧，嗱，好多人咧會着重啊，可能喺額頭啊或者面啊、下巴等等。但係其實咧，如果啲手背啊或者某一啲嘅手啊、手臂嗰啲地方咧，你都可以用呢隻 product 嘅喎。咁所以咧就唔係一定要限制喺塊面上邊嘅。So let's move to a next product that we can do some other treatment when we have some other problems, right?
Well, and you and I love the next product that we're going to talk about, because it's you know, I call it pop and glow, but when you want to boost the radiance in your skin by just using a single dose capsule of vitamin C.
Yes.
And for those of you, if you've never used vitamin C before on the skin, it boosts radiance and brightness to your skin. You don't have to use it for weeks and weeks to see a result. You're just going to take one capsule, single dose, and just clip the end off of it. And you use it in place. It is a serum. So you're going to cleanse. You're going to use it as your serum. You can use it day or night. You're going to use a full capsule. Don't try to save it. You're going to use a full capsule on the face. You avoid the eye area, and then you'll put your moisturizer over it. So if you're using the Illuminating Serum, a lot of people love to use vitamin C by day because it just pops everything right up. If you're feeling your skin is fatigued or tired, but it can be used day or night. So this is 10% of L-ascorbic acid, vitamin C for the skin, and it's fully protected. So you're getting it fully stabilized, the full 10% in a little boosting capsule.
嗱嚟緊呢個 product 咧，其實我之前都試過啊，亦都咧好中意嘅。嗱呢個咧就係一個 vitamin C 嘅 capsule 啊，佢入邊有成10%嘅 ascorbic acid，it's more of the concentrated vitamin C， 係可以幫助你直情成個面嗰種嘅 brighten 感覺喺度嘅。嗱呢一個咧其實可以 treat as 一個精華素，即係頭先我哋嘅 serum 一樣。咁但係你有好多人就會誤會，咦？如果呢隻係一種好似 treatment 嘅用法，係咪應該夜晚用咧？其實唔係嘅喎，因為咧好多時如果我哋日頭咧可能你想去好精神啊，好 bright 咁樣去見人咧，好多時會朝頭早用呢隻 serum， 然之後先再搽 moisturizer， 先至化妝咧，可能都會有一個好悅目新鮮嘅感覺嘅。咁但係其實你可以選擇嘅，即係如果你話我中意夜晚黑用咧，我又得，即係始終就係當佢一個係精華素咁樣用。所以咧，如果你用呢個時候咧，就唔需要用之前嗰個 serum 嘅。咁睇下你可以自己配合自己嘅 schedule 究竟點樣用啦。咁如果用咗呢隻嘅 capsule 咧，好簡單嘅，因為佢嘅一粒咧，你只要搣開咗嗰個頭擠出嚟咧，你就可以 apply 咗唔同嘅部位，同頭先嘅精華素一樣，就唔好搽喺眼嘅附近咯，就搽喺個面嗰度。咁你自己 apply 晒所有嘅地方，跟住咧先至再搽嘅 moisturizer， 即係頭先嘅 brightening complex。咁你就可以當佢一個精華素喺底，然之後一個 cream 咁喺面，然之後先再化妝或者之後去瞓覺都得嘅。咁所以 next one, let's introduce some other products.
Absolutely. Once we're all boosted and radiant and fabulous, of course, we've got to protect. And I always say, when people say, when they have discoloration, can you help me? Can you get rid of this? And I say, yes, but here's what you need to do to also make sure we're not getting more of it. And that is using, our gorgeous physical protection sunscreen. And it's an SPF 50. And it's going to help you not only with anti-aging benefits, but a full mineral protection. And so when we put on our sun protection, it's the furthest thing out to the light. So you're going to do your basic routine, whatever your routine is, the cleanser, the serum, the moisturizer, and then you're going to add in this beautiful SPF 50. And the beautiful thing about it, Angela, I know you and I both use it, it's universally tinted. So you're getting anti-age properties built in, but you're also getting a fully matte tint. So it already looks gorgeous on the skin when you first put it on, but then you get that gorgeous protection of both the titanium dioxide and zinc oxide. So it's like fully covering you from those terrifying rays of the sun that just get ridiculous for aging and splotching on the skin. It also has polyhydroxy acids in it. So you're getting anti-aging benefits built right in, and vitamin E is an extra antioxidant. So I wear this every day that I walk the earth. I put it on after I do my regular regimen, and particularly when you're dealing with discoloration on the skin, this is always your final step before you go on to any makeup or powder, etc. Let that be the final step.
嗱，跟住咧同大家介紹個產品咧，就係好多人咧都會好着重嘅，因為咧好多女士們都知道啦，我出去比較曬咗太陽之後咧，就會有頭先嘅黑斑出現啦。咁所以一個防曬產品咧係非常之有作用嘅。咁但係防曬咧好多時就開始問啦，我究竟點樣揀咧？有啲人就話我個 SPF 越高咧就會越好啊，但係可能有啲就好油膩嘅。 咁所以咧呢一隻嘅 NEOSTRATA 嘅 Defend 系列裡面呢一隻嘅 sunscreen 咧，其實我覺得好處有好多。第一，佢 SPF 咧已經去到50啦，所以喺個 protection 嘅作用之下咧已經做得好好啦。而第二個咧，佢就有一啲嘅 antioxidant 嘅 vitamin E 係其中嘅一個主力嘅 ingredient， 係可以幫大家有抗衰老嘅成分嘅。咁所以咧，我就好少接觸到一啲嘅防曬咧，除咗可以保護之餘咧，亦都可以做埋呢一個嘅抗衰老、抗氧化嘅作用喺入邊嘅。所以呢隻嘅防曬咧係非常之好用，再加上佢其實有少少 tinted， 即係話有少少顏色喺上邊，但係一個好均勻或者好 common 嘅顏色，即係話無論你有咩色嘅肌膚啊，譬如你偏白啊，或者偏沉色啲啊，黑色啲黑啲嘅膚色啊，有啲人中意健康嘅膚色黑啲啊，都唔係太緊要嘅，因為佢嗰個 tinted 咧係比較 normal 嘅膚 skin 咧都可以搽到嘅。咁所以咧，我哋recap 翻頭先所做嘅嘢啦，做咗嗰4大嘅product 之後咧，我哋再搽翻一個防曬，日頭出街之前搽翻個防曬就可以保護翻自己嘅面咧，唔需要驚住有任何嘅 UV damage 咧，就可以繼續 keep 到自己嘅皮膚咧，繼續可以明亮啲啊、光亮啲同埋均勻啲嘅。咁所以咧，防曬咧係記得唔可以缺少嘅一個 product 嚟嘅喎。So Pat, we have the protection, we have all these correction and then protection. So we are fully covered right now, right?
We're fully covered, but let's kick it up a little notch.
Okay.
Every now and then when you're working on something fabulous, you want to just have that special treatment in place. And I don't know if our participants on the line know, but NEOSTRATA, we are the gurus. We were the first ones to do medical grade peels, and we do at-home treatment peels for the skin. And this is a 20% alpha hydroxy acid and polyhydroxy acid peel. It has brightening peptides built right in. So this is something that you could do 1 to 3 times a week. You get a beautiful smoothness to the skin. Like your skin is so smooth after you do your face, your neck and décolleté, and of course the back of the hands. And Jackie, who's doing our chat roll, we were saying we do the top of our feet too for sandal season. So
Right.
you just put it onto a clean skin, avoid the eye area, and you can put it on with cotton rounds, or you can just put it on with your fingertips. And when the peel is on, leave it on for about 15 or 20 minutes. We do it at night, and then you rinse it off and put on your moisturizer. And the next day, let me tell you, I fall in love with myself all over again. You will not be able to stop touching your skin because it's just so smooth and it looks so bright. So if anybody's struggling with dull skin, lack of uniformity, lots of discoloration, add in a brightening peel. Do it 1 to 3 times a week and just see that radiance boost right back.
Just one more detailed question. So we usually do our face cleansing, and then we use serum and then cream. So with applying to this peel, do we just wash it first and then we do this peel and then just the cream? So
That's
we can
exactly
skip
right.
the serum.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're just going to do this a treatment at night. So, you know, you don't need to do a lot of high intensity products following it. We're going to just wash our face. We're going to do a peel and then put on something nice and easy over it. You don't even need something with a big exfoliation. We use a lot within our brand, the Moisture Infusion Cream, our Hydra Filling Cream. The Brightening Complex can go over it, but you might sometimes just go with something a bit more relaxed after a peel and then just wait to see the next morning. It just goes on the smoothness and the clarity. You know, when you go to put your makeup on, your powder the next day, it's everything's so gorgeous.
OK，嗱，但係以下同大家介紹呢個產品咧，就係呢一隻嘅Dual Acid Brightening Peel 啊。嗱，其實咧呢一個咧都似一個嘅 treatment 作用，但係咧就只需要咧1個禮拜用3次到嘅啫，1次或者3次，視乎你自己本身嘅皮膚需要嘅。嗱，唔係想 confuse 大家，不過咧我想好清楚咁同大家再講多一次，因為有咁多個產品咧，好多時我究竟邊日點用㗎咁。咁喺度再介紹多次咧，頭嗰4隻產品咧就係有一個 cleanser 啦，跟住有一個精華素，跟住有一隻 cream 同埋一隻 eye cream， 即係其實 cream 有2種嘅，一個係面部，一個係眼部，所以有4種嘅 product 咧係我哋早晚一個 regular routine 咁用嘅。 而家插咗喺裡面咧，其實我哋可以用個 dark spot 嘅 corrector 啦，即係話如果我哋有啲重災區，即係比較深刻咗啲嘅黑斑啊，咁我哋可以用嗰個 corrector 去做嘅。而另外咧，而家我介紹呢一隻嘅 peeling 咧，其實你哋可以諗下當佢一隻好似 serum 咁樣去用，不過咧就係夜晚黑用嘅一種 treatment 嚟嘅。即係話好似我哋有時咪會即係如果統一啲講咧，可能我哋夜晚黑啊洗完面之後咧就搭個 mask，跟住咧之後拎起咗佢就可以瞓覺。咁其實呢隻咧有少少似嗰種嘅做法嘅，只不過呢一隻咧就要 treat as serum。我哋洗完面之後，跟住搽咗滴咗呢隻 cream。我哋用嘅方法好簡單，滴喺個手背度，因為佢係一個 dropper 咁樣嘅。咁如果你滴咗喺個手背度咧，然之後咧用個手指尖咧慢慢咧將佢搽喺個面嗰度啊。甚至乎咧，頭先阿 Pat 講笑就講咧，佢哋咧有啲佢哋 NEOSTRATA 嘅代表咧，中意用喺啲手背啊，或者用喺腳上邊啊，因為佢哋要着嗰啲涼鞋咧，夏天嗰陣會仲喺你腳上面咧，又會靚啲嘅。所以唔同嘅部位咧，你覺得自己有一個可能唔均勻啊，或者覺得冇咁靚嘅感覺嘅時候，你可以用呢個 product， 但係夜晚黑用。咁用完呢個之後咧，你可以清洗咗之後咧，就搽翻頭先講嘅 cream 啊，即係嗰隻 brightening complex 上去咧，你就可以瞓覺噶啦。咁即係話其實你 treat 呢一隻咧就係一隻 serum，不過要清洗嘅，留喺個 skin 度大概咧15分鐘度，即係搽完之後咧，咁你就揾啲清水洗咗佢15分鐘之後，然之後搽翻個 cream，唔需要再搽 serum 噶，咁就可以。瞓覺啊，就到第二朝。咁第二朝咧個效果咧，一般用咗咧都覺得，咦，我個皮膚點解咁滑淨、咁開心嘅咧？好似好 silky 嘅感覺啊，即係話好薄啊、好靚啊咁。大家都可以試下㗎。呢個就係一個禮拜咧，只係需要用1至3次嘅，睇下你個皮膚當時嘅 condition 係點。咁所以呢個亦都係一個 treatment，可以大家考慮下用嘅。咁另外咧，再 recap 翻頭先嗰個維他命 C cap 咧，就其實就係要 replace 咗一個 serum 嘅，即係你可以用個 cap。做咗個底搽 cream，咁但係咧嗰個就係日頭夜晚都用得嘅。咁所以如果大家有咩問題咧，咁可以咧再而家問我哋嘅專人咧。如果真係好 confused，不過咧我希望已經解釋咗俾大家聽啦。程序就係4大產品咧，就係日朝頭早夜晚都用嘅。不過喺 in between 咧就攝一啲我哋頭先所需要啲重量啲嘅 treatment 俾自己嘅。咁所以咧。今日咧就解釋咗好多關於咧呢個色澤嘅問題啊，點樣可以 handle 啊，點解會有黑斑啊，而點樣去清理佢嘅問題嘅。咁thank you, Pat. So we actually covered the whole series that we can try to make our skin look brighter, and then we have this healthy looking skin after using this product.
Yeah, and I think there's one before and after picture of the brightening peel, and you can just see the difference in the lightness and the brightness and that overall smoothness. So it doesn't take a lot of peels to get a gorgeous action. You'll feel it just after one use. But we have some beautiful deals. I'm just loving watching, and thank you, Jackie, who's doing our chat roll today. She's been busy, I can see.
Looks like lots of chats going around.
I know, it's wonderful. We always welcome questions. But let's talk about the deal that we have happening, because everybody likes a little perk. Angela, do you want to discuss?
Sure. 嗱，今日咧就為咗要多謝大家嘅參與啦。咁其實NEOSTRATA今日好好喎，尤其是今日開始到下個禮拜11號咧，都會有喺 Shoppers Drug Mart， 無論係去個 store 或者 online 咧，都有全線嘅25% offer， 即係喺 NEOSTRATA 所有嘅產品裏面咧都可以得到呢個75折嘅喎。So we talk about the 25% off the whole line, right? And also we have a little bit more than that.
I know. That's the best part, when we have a little bit more.
That's because of the Chinese New Year.
Yeah. So now with Chinese New Year on, we have a very beautiful special. So when you spend over $50 of NEOSTRATA products, and that's even if you're getting that additional 25% off, we have a beautiful travel size of the Brightening Cleanser, but it's half the size of our regular cleanser. It's 100 ml. So it's a perfect traveling cleanser. And it comes with 3 envelopes, and in those envelopes are $5 coupons to be used at store level.
Oh, wow.
So that's great for another purchase time. And that's, of course, while quantities last at Shoppers Drug Mart. We also, Angela, we were talking earlier that if they go on to the site and they put in their order, they may not see this offer pop right up until it gets into their cart. When it goes into the cart, that's where the offer pops in. So if you don't see it right away, not to worry.
OK，嗱除咗我哋嘅全線25% off 之餘咧，如果喺而家數量有限啦，所以快啲去做啦。如果喺 online 買滿50蚊咧，就會有一個嘅禮品送俾大家嘅，其中入邊咧就係有一個 travel size， 即係話我哋可以旅行帶100個 ml 嘅 cleanser， 嗰個我最中意用啦，因為原本嗰啲 cleanser 咧好大支嘅。咁但係咧，如果我哋去旅行咧，用100個 ml 咧，又可以啱啱夠啦，因為你唔會話去好耐噶嘛。呢支 cleanser 其實可以用成個月嘅，俾我嚟講，可能有多添啊。咁所以帶一支 travel size 嘅咧，就會方便好多啦。同埋咧，有3個紅封包送俾大家，入邊咧係有5蚊嘅 coupon可以再用嚟買 NEOSTRATA 嘅產品。所以咧，新年快啲去購買呢一個嘅 NEOSTRATA 產品，又有紅封包，真係非常之開心嘅。所以咧，千祈唔好遲疑啊，因為佢哋唔係太多嘅 quantity for 呢一個紅封包禮品 for Chinese New Year 嘅。但係咧，記住咧，因為之前咧亦都有人 experience 過咧，就話咦點解我上去硬係 click 唔到咧？因為佢又冇特別嘅 promotion code 嘅。只要咧你入到去呢個 Shopper Drug Mart 嘅網站入邊咧，當你要嘅 product 咧抌入去你個 shopping cart 之後咧，咁呢個 offer 就會 pop up 㗎啦，佢已經拎咗去一啲免費俾你嘅嘢度，所以咧大家可以試試，亦都唔好遲疑啦。嗱，由5號今日到11號有25% off， 如果買滿咗50蚊咧，仲會有禮物送俾大家添，所以快啲去購買啦。Very great deal.
I know. I love that we've worked together long enough that I understand exactly where you are when you're talking to your guests. So it's just perfect. But I think, you know, it's great. We're all going to get that deal that's available to everyone. But I think we also have a lucky draw for 2 special winners today.
NEOSTRATA always offer our audience, like they participate, they learn, and then they got this new very good deals, and then now they have to test their luck and see if they won more prizes, right? So 今日我哋會選擇2位嘅幸運兒咧，咁佢哋得到嘅 package 都非常之豐富啊，裡面包括咧就有頭先講嘅 Illuminating Serum 啦，同埋嗰隻 Brightening Peel 啦，即係話一個禮拜用3次，1次3次咧，可以令到你覺得哇點解啲皮膚咁軟熟啦，同埋一支嘅 Eye Cream 嘅。所以每一個得獎者咧都有呢3個產品，我哋會 pick 2個嘅幸運兒。嗱，而家咧我哋就請工作人員咧轉我哋嘅幸運輪啦，睇下邊2位係我哋今日嘅幸運兒先。Let's do the drum roll.
Let's do the drum roll and the exciting wheel. I think it even makes a noise.
And I have to get my list because it's all in numbers.
Oh, yeah. It's only numbers. Good for you for having your list.
33. Oh, actually, it's Amy Yu.
Oh,
congratulations, Amy.
That's a wonderful package to win.
Yes. Okay, this is our second one. Let's go.
This is a great way to get started on enlightening the skin.
Yes.
Number 9.
Number 9, Tony Mac. Congratulations. Oh,
congratulations.
We have a gentleman using the product too.
Unless it's a girl named Tony, never know.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I got so excited because sometimes I kind of tell my friends around it's not only for women. You know,
absolutely, we have an awful lot of gentlemen using the brand, especially you know when we're dealing with dullness, spotting on the skin, and problems with ingrown hairs. Everything about exfoliation is beautiful for that as well.
Right. Okay. So thank you again, Pat, for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
In the future, we will have another talk about other skincare product very soon. And thank you all for joining. Hopefully, we have a very good start on the Chinese New Year and best for the coming period of time. And then we'll meet very soon again.
And Jackie, thanks for handling our chat role. You did a great job. So we appreciate everybody. Thanks for joining us today.
多謝阿 Pat 咧 ，thank you， 多謝阿 Pat 咧，同大家分享咗好多呢一啲 NEOSTRATA 嘅產品啦，同點樣去護膚啦。頭先抽到嘅2位幸運兒啊 ，Amy 同埋 Tony 咧，我哋星島咧會聯絡你咧，點樣去領取呢一個禮物嘅。而其他嘅觀眾咧，亦都唔需要太過失望，因為咧，我覺得 NEOSTRATA 俾我哋嘅標準太好啦。除咗話7、5折之餘咧，亦都有紅敷包，又可以有5蚊，亦都有一支嘅 cleanser 洗咧，所以非常之好嘅。 咁希望大家咧聽完呢一個講座之後咧，都覺得啊，我應該即刻點樣處理自己嘅皮膚啊唔夠光澤嘅問題啊，或者少少嘅黑斑問題啦。嗱嚟緊咧，希望將來咧會好快咧就同大家介紹其他嘅護膚品啦。希望大家都可以同我一齊啊，全年都扮得靚靚，大家都開開心心喺度。再次恭喜大家虎年行大運，身體健康，心想事成。希望下次再見到你哋咧，拜拜。
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
咁我點樣咧？呢